Smurfing in Valorant is one of the many issues players in ranked face with every day, but it's so much worse when content creators smurf for challenges, and thus promoting the concept to young impressionable viewers. And what's worse than that is that there's no visible downside to doing it because there's no repercussions for it. One such content creator that you'll find circling YouTube and TikTok shorts is Joel's TV. Joel's TV is the Nice equivalent for Valorant. Nice being the League of Legends coach. And I mean that in the sense that he hit Radiant. Since then, he's been charging $175 for an hour of coaching. Yeah, I had to check that twice to make sure that was correct. It's $175. I don't know if it's gone on as of creating this video. Where if you look at his VODs or videos that he uploads to YouTube of his coaching sessions, they're the same stuff that every C-tier content coach on YouTube makes.
Of getting crosshair placement is going into the deathmatch and practicing it. How we're gonna do this, you're gonna just aim and crosshair placement head level, okay? And then when they peek an angle, ask yourself, is this head level? It's like, yeah, this is head level, right? Like
This advice cost $175, by the way. But in the contrast to this, you have content coaches like Woohoojin, who will give in-depth analysis. He gives you advice and he gives you practice routines that caters for your rank to teach you to climb to the next rank and possibly the rank after that. But it's advice that caters to you and also in-depth analysis of why you should do what you need to do. Okay? And you can submit a VOD, and he does this for the absolute grand price of free. It seems that people are catching up to this grifter's scams of coaching sessions, though, because he stopped sort of pushing out these coaching sessions as YouTube videos, and he started pushing out a brand new type of content. And that is bullying bronze and iron players. His new challenge to use is taking an iron account from iron to gold or whatever using knife only. And you might be thinking, well, what's the problem with that? He's only using a knife. It's not like he's actually smurfing or tryharding in a smurf in a lower rank lobby. And that's where you're wrong. See, at best, Joel's is a Radiant level player, and at worst, he's immortal. Let me paint a picture for you. I'm Diamond 2, almost Diamond 3. When I tell you that there is almost no difference, there is a small difference. There's a small difference of aim between an immortal player and a Diamond player. Quite a small difference. What separates a Diamond player from an immortal player is decision making, movement, and the way that they can manipulate fights to make sure that most of their fights, most of their engagements are in their favor. We Diamond players just don't know how to do that yet. We get it lucky. We get them most of the time. We just know how to position. We know how to aim. We know, and we grind our games, and that's how we get to Diamond. But immortal players can manipulate fights to their advantage. If you put an immortal player versus a Diamond player and you just put them against each other on a long map, right, and you just do an aim duel, you might find that it's quite even. Maybe it sways into the immortal player, but there are some cracked Diamond players with some really, really good aim. The reason that they're stuck in Diamond, or that they can't climb out of Diamond, is because they haven't developed that game sense, or that movement ability that is part of Valorant, or how to manipulate those fights to be in their favor. So most of the time, it's not an aim duel. It's a game sense or game knowledge duel. You could essentially take an immortal player, tell them to go sheriff only, and they will most likely, 9 times out of 10, solo carry a sheriff only in Diamond lobby. So if they can do that in a Diamond lobby, they can absolutely bully iron and bronze players with a knife only. Not to mention that for him to get this iron account, he'd either have to have bought it, which creates the supply and demand problem that we have with botting, with accounts that bot so that they can get the iron accounts that people buy, because obviously if he's showing people that this is what he can do and there's no repercussions for it, then other people will just go out and buy accounts. Or he'd have to have leveled an account himself and then griefed ranked games to be able to get to iron to be able to do this, which is just as scummy. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not only just hounding Joel's for this. There are a lot of content creators that are doing this right now, and it's quite tragic, but Joel's is one of the most significant ones, and another one as well, which unfortunately has lost quite a lot of respect from Valorant, but he's still a pro player, so people will still watch him, is Ye. Ye is a Valorant tier 1 pro. I know he's playing tier 2 right now, but he is a tier 1 level pro. He was esports of the year, and he was on the team that almost won the world champions for Valorant. He decided to do a classic only from Iron to Radiant. Instead of just doing a classic only new account, he went from Iron to Radiant, which poses the same problems of him bullying Iron and Bronze accounts, right? And for him to have gotten the Iron account, it must have either been bought or he would have been griefed other people's games. Either way, he is ruining other people's experiences. You have to bear in mind that a lot of people who are in Iron and Bronze don't have the time that people in Immortal have to play the game. Some people just finish their work, they get back and they have an hour to play, and they've only got that 1 hour. They just want to chill with people of the same rank. They don't want to get bullied. No one likes to play against a Smurf. I tell you now, when I play against an obvious Smurf in Diamond, and you can tell it's obvious, my game is instantly ruined. I don't learn anything. You don't learn anything from playing against a Smurf, right? Because you can't understand what it is. The difference between you and that Smurf is so vast that you don't understand how to get from the bottom of Mount Everest to the top. That's the difference. I'm not pointing these two individuals out to make sure that they get banned. I don't care that they get banned or not. What I care is that these accounts should have some repercussions, because otherwise they're promoting the fact that even now when I scroll through TikTok, you can very blatantly see Immortal accounts who are smurfing, and they're showing this is how an Immortal level Reyna or something will play a 1v5, and it's so blatantly obvious that it's a raid that's an Immortal level Reyna who is smurfing in plat or gold or something, because of how lost the enemy team is and how much they're giving them 1v1s, right? But they can do this kind of content because it sells. A, it sells. It's for people like to watch other people get bullied, and B, they see that there's no repercussion because these top tier content creators don't get any repercussions for it. Again, I'm not saying their main account should be banned, but these Smurf accounts should definitely be nuked. And lastly, as I mentioned before about the coaching, the $175 for coaching, please don't pay hundreds of dollars for coaching or spend hundreds of dollars on coaching sessions with these grifters. Like, it's ridiculous how easy it is to climb in this game if you really want to climb. You can put the effort in by watching videos. We're currently working on a video to show how I went from Silver 1 to Diamond 1. Yeah, that's right, Silver 1 to Diamond 1 in less than a month of ranked, right? By watching YouTube videos and VOD reviewing. And trust me, if I can do it, anyone can. I don't have incredible aim. I don't have incredible game sense. It's literally it's that easy to climb. You do not have to spend hundreds of dollars on these grifters for such a small return. It doesn't make any sense. But that's the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you disliked it, of course, give a dislike. It's your feedback is really important.